Hello everybody, these are the 5 things that we learned from Manchester United's game yesterday against Aston Villa. We'll be delving into those things, the 5 things we learned, giving you an extra analysis, an insight into the game. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, stay tuned, and let's get straight into it. So the first thing we learned is McTominay off the bench impact again. I mean, McTominay was fantastic in terms of scoring goals. The last 3 games he's been vital for us in winning games, and especially throughout the season. Look immediately at the game against Brentford is the one that I can think of straight away. He scored. We were losing 1-0, came off the bench in additional time, scored 2 winning goals for us. You look at, he was instrumental to the comeback against Wolves. He scored a winning goal. We got the assist in the game for Garnacho, so he is proving a threat. I mean, I've been adamant that McTominay should be sold, but it's looking increasingly likely that he's not if he's scoring goals like that for us. As I said, against Wolves, a great header, and absolutely what a goal it was against Villa. I mean, player. Maybe not even I don't know. Like he's appeared in the striker's positions when he scores, but yeah, he's scoring some really important goals. And he might not be that player, the technical player, but the fact that he's coming up with big goals, winning us points, just shows he is a decent player. I mean, the quality on the goals has been really good, and he seems like a fantastic player. But I just don't think that 8 role really suits him. So if maybe he might be utilised somewhere else, maybe even as a number 9. I mean, but. Yeah, that number 8 role's not for him, and he's got the goals that he's scoring are not traditional, like they're strikers' goals, and they're really good finishes. So really impressed with McTominay's impact off the bench. I see many pundits talk about him. I think he probably is best of an impact player. I still don't think he's a title winning midfielder, but it's a bit of a picky one because when he's scoring winning goals like that, it is really tough to drop him out and trying to sell him, really, because I think out of West Ham and maybe lower down Premier League side, I think it'd be fantastic. But it depends what Manchester United decide to do with him. The second thing we learned, again, I was going to do a bit on the whole individual defence, but I think the whole defence is really improved. Yes, we conceded the goal, and it was a very unfortunate goal. But I think the partnership, Maguire-Varane, fantastic. We're really physical yesterday. Maguire getting an assist. Varane clearing it as well, was really physical, dominant, distributing the ball really well. I think Delo was absolutely fantastic on that right-hand side. He was really physical and compact, made some really good last-ditch tackles. We've seen consistently improvement. We've seen it consistently improving Delo over the past few weeks, and that's something that we really love to see. I think Delo's a player who's now loved by the fans. I know it has been, just hasn't quite got his opportunity. And now he's flourishing, and someone who's very highly rated by Erik ten Hag. I think as well, the way that he plays the inverted midfield role, got a really good cross in for Garnacho, for McTominay to score. Has been involved in some of our best parts in the past few games, and Delo's getting the credit. I think he's continued to work hard when he's not been playing, and ultimately you're seeing the effects reaping in full flow now. I think he's been fantastic. Let's talk about Luke Shaw as well. I think since coming back from injury, he's been fantastic. Yes, he got taken off yesterday as a precaution, which is quite devastating to see. But I think Luke Shaw's performances have been fantastic. That Wolves game, West Ham game, this game, yesterday against Villa, I think he was really quality. His relationship with Rashford is constantly improving. Got assists for Hojlund in the Wolves game, and he's constantly progressing his relationship with Martinez, the way that he suits the Erik ten Hag system. We know Erik ten Hag loves a left-footed player to play that role, as it keeps it flowing, and he's really good for me. I think he's been fantastic. I think Andre Onana as well. I think he's been brilliant. And was really proactive yesterday, came off his line, was getting rid of the ball, was claiming crosses, distributing well, made 3 really good saves. One from Ollie Watkins, there was one where he used his chest, one where the McGinn shot as well. So he was absolutely fantastic. So overall, I think the whole defence was fantastic yesterday. Obviously, Lindelof, when he came on, didn't do as well as we expected, but I think overall, the defence who started the game were absolutely fantastic. We're really physical, really compact, and yeah, it seemed like a lot of unity, and Delo, especially for me, was the standout out of the 4 defenders. The third thing we learned, Hojlund again. Another great instinctive striker's finish, managed to stay on side. Was absolutely brilliant in that game again yesterday. Showed a real immense amount of quality. was really, really good on the ball. And yeah, he didn't get too much service yesterday, but he worked with what he got, gets another goal, 5 in 5 now. And we're seeing that Hojlund, I mean, we're seeing Luke Shaw in that interview say Hojlund can become one of the best. Certainly, definitely can. I think the potential already at 21 years of age is immense. I think he's a great player. The quality is certainly there, the finishing's there, and scoring goals is fantastic. I mean, ever since that Villa game at home, he's getting like he's continued to score. I mean, he's got a lot in the Champions League. I think he's got 5 now in the Premier League. So he is doing really, really well for his first breakout season. I'm really happy with the effect that Rasmus Hojlund is having on Manchester United. Now, the fourth thing we learn is the midfield. Tell me about the midfield. I mean, yes, we know Casemiro and Kobe are the partnership that we want to see going forward. I mean, I'm really happy with the way that they're developing the experience of Casemiro, the youth from Kobe, and the expertise that they both have. But I still think we got ran through. I think midfielders in Aston Villa knew what they're doing, and they always do that. I think that the main problem is the midfield of Villa. They like to play through the midfield, and I could see that massively throughout the game, utilising Jacob Ramsey, Douglas Luiz, Jacob Ramsey, John McGinn in that aspect really, really helped them. And they did create chances. I mean, you look at, there was a one where Jacob Ramsey could have scored. There was one where McGinn had that firing shot that Onana saved. So there was chances, and in that second half, when they brought on Diaby, Leon Bailey was getting more into the game. They did look like a bigger team, and the threat was certainly there. I mean, I think Lindelof had a tough time yesterday, and I think they knew they could get us. But ultimately, it was a great moment of brilliance from us again. And yeah, we did fantastically well, but we learned that in the midfield there's still vulnerabilities in there, and that could be the support from Bruno Fernandes. But they did beat our press at moments throughout the game. Now, the fourth thing I believe is that we learned is to talk about midfield, the defence, and McTominay. Yeah, so this is the fourth thing we learned. Ten Hag needs to make subs early. I mean, he bought you could see that the game was crying out for subs earlier out in the game. Ten Hag refused to make subs. And I think that's probably where they scored. I mean, 60th minute, you probably expect some subs. Yes, our bench is not the greatest, but you've got players on there who can definitely put on the shift, and they're certainly good enough. And you look at Eriksen, Premier League proven, just set down the tone. You've got Ahmad as well. He's another exciting prospect. Even Anthony, if you want to use him. Obviously, McTominay came on. We brought on some few defenders. I think it was Johnny Evans and... Was it Johnny Evans? I think Johnny Evans and someone else came on right at the end. I actually can't remember, but we just need to use that bench, and that's something Erik ten Hag is doing. Obviously, Lindelof came on as well, so it's all about making those subs just for effect. And McTominay's proven like a really, really, really good sub. Now, the fifth thing we learned, well, I've kind of talked about Erik ten Hag, so I'll talk about something else. The fifth thing we learn is the front three is continuing to flourish. I know I've talked about Hojlund already, but I think Rashford and Garnacho didn't have the best of games. I think Rashford probably had a better game than Garnacho. But the fact that they're looking to attack, go 1v1, Villa are a very, very tough team. I think Rashford got caught offside, which was very frustrating early on in the game, and that was tough to see. But ultimately, I think the threat that they've shown constantly, they are a threat. They're very pacey, quick, and they have a lot of potential. But yeah, let's see what happens. They're the 5 things that we learned from Manchester United's game against Villa. Be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for watching. Peace.